And good morning. I'm Dan DeRose with 19 News, coming to you from our digital desk. Every week, we work with Crime Stoppers of Cuyahoga County to bring you Cuyahoga's Most Wanted. These are fugitives that could be on our street right now, making us a little bit less safe. And it is very simple for you to make one anonymous phone call, get them off a street in front of a judge, innocent until proven guilty, but they are facing some serious charges. They need to be in a courtroom, not on our streets. Let's get back to, as usual, our Detective Red Dyer with the Cuyahoga County Sheriff's Department. Detective, how are you this morning?
Excellent, Dan. How about yourself?
It's time to get some fugitives off the street, Red. Let's get into what we like to talk about every week. There's a reason the Sheriff's Department works with Channel 19. There's a reason that Crime Stoppers of Cuyahoga County works with Cleveland 19. We get the message out, but what is the message you're sending to the people watching right now?
The message is that we recognize the value of our community in helping to solve these crimes. We understand that people want their neighborhoods safer, just as we want their neighborhoods safer. And it also opens up the opportunity for a potential reward for those who step up to do that.
It's an incredible program, and we know it works. Better than a 50% capture rate the last time we did the math. We're talking about individuals who get featured. If you're watching this on social media, it's so easy for you to hit that share button and propagate this. We know how well social media works. The more people who see these names, who see these faces, the better chance we have to making our community just a little bit safer. Red, let's get to our first of three fugitives today. What do we know about Justin Swaysland?
Well, Dan, we're talking about a very serious situation here. In 2021, Mr. Swaysland pled guilty to multiple charges to actually include attempted burglary and impersonation, of certain officers, as well as assault. According to reports, in July of 2020, he was arguing with the victim, then had forcibly entered the victim's home by impersonating a law enforcement officer, Dan. He then assaulted the victim, threatened to burn their house down, and he didn't stop there, attempted to start a fire by tampering with the electrical meter on the outside of the home. He violated the conditions of his probation, and a warrant was issued for his arrest. He's approximately 6'1" and 163 pounds, and was last known to be staying in the 1900 block of Valentine Avenue in Cleveland.
Red, we've seen a lot of weapons, different weapons used. We've had bottles, knives, chairs. I think we've had a frying pan as a weapon. This is a first. Never seen anyone try to tamper with an electrical meter in an attempt to set a home on fire. That is a first, but probably not the last time we'll see a different weapon of choice. Let's get to our next case, Waibel Tejada. What do we know?
Well, we know that Mr. Tejada is wanted for two cases with the Cuyahoga County Sheriff's Department. In one case, originating with the Ohio State Highway Patrol, it's alleged that he was in possession of cocaine and is accused of driving under the influence. According to reports, Ohio State Highway Patrol located a white powder in a tied-off plastic bag while they were taking inventory of the vehicle. In his second very serious case, Dan, he's wanted for multiple counts of rape as well as gross sexual imposition, so we definitely want him in the courtroom. He can be identified by his various neck tattoos. He's approximately 5'8" and 150 pounds, and was last known to be staying in the 4000 block of Sackett Ave in Cleveland.
There are certain crimes, Red, that when the public hears about it and the accusations of these crimes, they get more involved. It takes on a new level. We see this with domestic violence cases. We see this with abuse to animals cases. And like in this, the accusation of rape and gross sexual imposition. This is an instance where Mr. Tejada may not have long on our streets before he's turned in. Let's get to our third and final fugitive today. What do we know about Rodney Quintana?
Well, we know that Rodney is wanted for three cases with the Cuyahoga County Sheriff's Department. In one case, he's wanted for a serious aggravated robbery of a local business where it's alleged he used a firearm. And we see this kind of thing a lot with robberies, Dan. Committing robbery is dangerous. In his second case, reports state that CMHA police responded to a call for suspicious activity. Rodney attempted to flee from the police while being detained. He continued to resist and struggle when he was finally caught. However, he was finally secured and taken into custody. In his final case, it's alleged that he was in possession of a vehicle that had been reported stolen, as well as a fentanyl-related compound and cocaine. We're talking dangerous drugs, Dan, that we don't want on our streets. He also has a warrant with the Cleveland Police for robbery, felonious assault, and kidnapping. He is approximately 5'7" and 160 pounds and was last known to be staying in the 3200 block of West 52nd Street in Cleveland.
Red, a lot of people, we may have people watching right now that may have recognized one of our three fugitives, and they want to do the right thing. They want their community safer. They want their neighborhood safer, but they're just a little bit concerned. If I make this call to the number we're about to put on the screen, they're going to want my name. My name's going to go in some sort of file. It's going to end up in a courtroom. This person's going to end up knowing it was me that made the call. That's why this program works. That's why Crime Stoppers is such a powerful tool, because when they call this number, they should be rest assured that what, Red?
They should be rest assured, Dan, that they will remain totally anonymous. We don't record phone calls. We don't have caller ID. We don't take down any of your personalized information. Everything that we do is referenced through an anonymous tip number that we provide to you when we call, so your information is never exchanged with us.
I think that's such an important thing to reiterate. When you call that number, 216-252-7463, the first thing that they're not going to ask you, they're not going to ask you, oh, what's your name? Thanks for calling us. That's not going to happen. They're going to give you a reference number. That way, 45 days down the road, you can call back in, you give them your reference number, sort of your ID number, and you say, I'm the person that called, here's my ID number. Did it lead to an arrest, and am I eligible for that reward? That's why you can stay safe in this program, giving it an anonymous tip. Every week, Detective Red Dyer, we talk about a reward, and you like to remind our viewers something.
That crime doesn't pay, but Crime Stoppers does.
Crime Stoppers does pay up to a $5,000 reward. Money is a big motivator. Everyone could use a little extra money, especially if you can make your community safer at the same time by turning in one of our fugitive. Detective Red Dyer, we want you to stay safe out there. We thank you for your work. Patricia, who works with Crime Stoppers, she's instrumental every week in getting this program to us and getting us the fugitives. So we thank everyone down there at the Justice Center for the help with this. Detective, thanks for joining us again today.
Thank you. It was our pleasure.
All right, take care, Red. Just one more chance. Let's get that phone number out there, 216-252-7463, if you know any of our fugitives. And again, to those that are wanted, that are on our street, if you end up on Cuyahoga's Most Wanted, you better watch out, because with a 50% capture rate, good luck. I'm Dan DeRose with 19 News. Hope you have a good afternoon. Make sure you catch us at 11 o'clock on CW43, just about 20 minutes from now, and then our noon news on Channel 19. Until then, everybody have a safe afternoon.
19 News is everywhere. Download our CTV app.